Hey folks, it's Jim. I just wanted to go over some upgrades that I'm doing to the bike, just changing things out. I've had this wooden box for quite a while, but I was using the plastic because it had more versatility to it for a while, and I wanted to make sure everything worked. But you can pick that box up at any store for around 10 bucks, or not any store, but a hardware store, Walmart, stuff like that. They're really cheap, but they're decent boxes too, and easy to repair should you break it. But also, people in the RADWagon world, the biggest complaint was the water bottles holders. Now, if you can see on here, I have the two. Okay, this comes from a person in Oregon who's a RADWagon owner. And the name of his video is Awesome RADWagon Updates, I think. And basically using these two screw ports up here that are on both sides, you can put these style, as long as they're solid plastic all the way up, and drill a hole up here, because it's meant to be mounted here, so you have to drill a hole up here. But once you do that, then your screw pops right in from your rad bike, because the screws come with the rad bike. So, and there you go. Now you've got a bottle holder up front. And then I go with this one over here, because if I'm riding in the sun like today, I don't want my water bottle exposed to sun or heat. I want it to stay cool. So I prefer this one. This is when I'm riding in the sun, my legs and body are concealing this one from the sun, and I really like that. The only problem is when you get on and off the bike, you have a tendency to knock it over. So just remember, before you start out, put it back to the center position. Once I'm on the bike and riding, it doesn't move, but getting on and off the bike, sometimes I knock it over like that. Just something for you to consider. You can tighten it up. I was going to put electrical tape underneath it to make it stick better. But I actually like the fact that it does this, because I'm constantly hitting it when I get on and off the bike. So it's nice that it ports right out of the way, and then once I'm on the bike, throw my water bottle in it and take off, and it stays right here for the whole ride. So I prefer it to be swinging like that, okay? And it doesn't swing, you have to kind of push it, so it does hold pretty good. But I thought I'd just share that. And then, of course, if you know my videos, you know the Sun Tour NCX seat, I think, is an absolute must. If you're going to ride this Cadillac, I think you should be on the, I personally like the Sun Tour NCX. One more thing I wanted to show with my lights, to show my new larger lithium battery flashlights. And this mount is so easy to get the flashlight on and off. They're very inexpensive, adjustable, and very cheap on Amazon. It doesn't look like it'll hold it, but it really does. I mean, that is one stout, I think it's steel reinforced rubber. I don't know what it is, but man, does it hold that light secure. So I wouldn't go mountain biking, off-road, hitting jumps and major whoops with it. But for road riding, this little mount makes it really easy, so that I have my flashlight and my bike light all in one. Then I have another bike mount there, actual bike headlight, Blitzu, which I really like. I like their products. So I can have two more headlights besides the Rad Power Bikes headlight if I want. But I really like the light mount, because I can also, twist this around. I can also pull it out if I want, so I can extend the beam if I'm on a long straight, you know what I mean? Or I can push it back in so that it's a wide beam, when I'm on the road. It's nice. I haven't had any problems so far, but I'll do another update on that. Then I wanted to show you how I get the box on, and the reason why I do it this way. Okay, I use these simple tie wraps, right? Okay, and underneath it, okay, you know how your RADWagon comes with all that foam inside, right? Covering. Okay, I use a piece of that to cover the actual base of the platform here, so that the box doesn't scratch the RADWagon. And the tie wraps don't rub all over the paint either. So that's how I did it. You can do it however you want, and this holds secure. I mean, it won't move. The bike swings, but the box won't move. And it's simple. I just did 2 up front, right? 2 simple drills through the box, and then 2 on each side in the back to ensure I don't get any swing. And it seems to be holding great. And I've carried a lot of weight in it already. I'm not worried about it. And I also have tie wraps on the bike in case there's a breakdown. I have to change the rear wheel. I need tie wraps anyway, right? We should all be carrying tie wraps on any electric bike, right? Because you never know when you're going to have to change something out and you're going to need a tie wrap to get your cables back secure, right? So anyway, I just thought I'd show those things. Really simple little upgrades that I did to the RADWagon. You know, and I've got a place for the 2 water bottles. And I like the wooden box look. I wanted to do that early on, but first I needed to do some experiments. So now that I'm done with all of that, I'm going to the wooden boxes. Also, if you turn the box sideways, you can easily fit 2 of those wooden boxes on the back of your RADWagon because that 28-inch cargo base that we have back there. So just wanted to share that, and I may go to 2 cargo boxes, but I really don't want to because then my panniers, if I want to take them off, they're underneath the cargo box, and I really don't want that for right now. And I also do run 2 sets of panniers, and that's another reason why I like the tie wraps to mount the cargo box. Not just that I'm not going to scratch the bike all the heck, but also that I have to remove this thing all the time. So, you know, at least probably once every 2 weeks, I'll be taking this off to, if I want to run double panniers, I need to take it off. You know what I mean? So I can rack the panniers over the box, but then that kind of defeats the purpose of having the box. But I've done that too. I put my extra set of panniers over the box and it worked great. So I didn't really have any problem with that at all. And if you have individual panniers, you can hook them right on the side of the box, can't you? So that's just something to think about as well. Of course, make sure the box is not falling apart, right, before you do something like that. And you may want to reinforce the corners if you're going to hang panniers off the sides as well. But, so just wanted to update on some of the things that I do with the RADWagon and am doing and continue to do. It's always a process in motion, isn't it? You know, any kind of project or thing that we're really into. So I hope you enjoy. I hope maybe this helps some of you with your water bottle situation. I got the one under the seat. I think I picked that up at Walmart. It was very inexpensive. And it's a really nice bottle cage. I love it. Very versatile and expands to almost any size bottle that I'm ever going to carry. And the front ones you can get on Amazon cheap. Just make sure it's plastic all the way to the top and will cover the 2 screws on the rad frame, right? You already have the screws on the rad frame, then you have to drill them out, and just make sure you put in the bottom screw first for the whole bottle holder, and then scratch where your top screw is, and that'll give you a nice drill point, an idea, approximation of where you need to drill. And it's not that difficult to do. And it sure does make riding the RADWagon a lot better, doesn't it, with some water bottle cages. Anyway, I hope you're all doing well. Jim out.